Hey, no long intro. We're just gonna start this one with Bill Burr.
Been in a bad mood all day, man. Got in a fight with this girl the other day. You ever meet somebody like within like the first couple of minutes of them meeting you, they feel like they can like sum you up? Just like, you know what your problem is? You know, you just have like the urge just to take their head and just mush it into whatever they're eating, you know? You ever have crazy thoughts like that? Can you relate on any level? You never have like urges?
Yes.
You ever drive down the street and see like 30 people up on the sidewalk and you just think,
No.
right? You don't do it, you just think it. That's what separates the psychos from the functioning psychos. Yeah, psychos, they just do it. All right, that's a good idea. They get the wipers going, they make a day out of it, right? But a rational person, you like think it through. You start going, you man, if I just leave my hand right here, nobody knows who I am. I move it 2 degrees over here. I'm on the cover of Newsweek. I'm instantly famous. Right here, no one knows me. Like, hey, Bill, you want to go to the cookout? Maybe you could bring that potato salad you brought last year. It was such a big hit. One of the most horrific scenes we've seen in years. Bodies just strewn about. You know, Amy's going to be there. She's still asking for you. You should ask her out. No indication he even tried to stop. Seriously, you're getting older. Put your hands on the dashboard. Put them on the dashboard.
This is a good one.
Yeah, those are.
Okay.
No, I have that stuff all the time. I do. My girl took me to a street fair recently, right? You guys have street fairs out here? You know, they
Yes.
close off the block. There's like shawarma. There's like stuff made out of buttons, right? People with no teeth are making keychains, right? It's a typical girlfriend idea. It sucks, and it's gonna take all Saturday, right? She's all excited. She's like swinging my arm. Oh my God, this is gonna be great. I'm like praying for lightning. Maybe some like scaffolding to fall down on me, you know? No, we show up, right? The first thing she sees is this big table of nothing but homemade jewelry, right? Homemade jewelry. It's got twigs, macaroni in it. It's a table of crap. It's crap. The whole thing is crap. But she loves it. She's like, oh my God, look at these earrings. Do you like
His
these?
eyebrows.
Do you think these are nice? I just want to be like, no.
No.
They were nice. They'd be in a store, all right? There'd be a roof, some sort of structure would be built around this. This is crap. This is just a table of crap. The guy's even wearing shoes. That's a good indication that this is crap. But I didn't want to ruin a day, so I'm like, yeah, go ahead, check it out. I'm gonna go get some air. Even though we're outside, I think there's more air to be had, right? So I walk like 3-4 tables away, and I come up to this lady. She got this big table of nothing but muffins. Muffins, right? It's like 85 degrees out. She's selling muffins, and she's got this big stupid, look at the muffins I made, look on her face. And the second I saw that part of my brain was just like, dude, what would happen if you just walked up and just said, hey, lady, these your muffins? Oh, yeah? And I just started going, blam, 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 blam. Like, how many of these muffins could I mush before anybody did anything?
23.
I mean, realistically, I think I could have got the whole table. Because even if you saw me doing that, it would take at least 5 to 6 seconds to process. Like, did they say he could do that? Is it like a game? Do you eat the muffin off your fist? That just seems like a waste of pastry. You know, there's no security at a street fair. There's no bouncer staying there. He's mushing the muffins. Okay, I'm on it. Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. And they just choked me out. So I just started thinking of the horrified look on this lady's face as I started slamming these muffins. And out of nowhere, I just started laughing like a maniac. Oh yeah, I'm like slumped over this fried dough cart. I'm dying. My girl looks at me. She's like, what the hell are you laughing at? And like an idiot, I actually tried to explain this
Don't
screwed
share.
up thought to her. I swear to God, I'm just sitting there like, I was just thinking, what if I started punching the muffins? You know what I mean? I just started punching them. She's just looking at me like, why do I go out with you? Dude, but I swear to God, if I never broke eye contact the second I started hitting those muffins, That lady, she wouldn't even been able to call for help. I would have been in her head. She'd be like, did I go to high school with this guy? Why would you do that? Muffins are a happy food. I don't understand this. No, I gotta learn to let stuff go. I do, I got issues. I do. My neighbor got her dog fixed. Got this dog neutered, brand new dog, puppy. Got the thing neutered, and I'm like, what the hell did you do that for? She's like, well, you know, if I didn't do that, he was gonna hook up with another dog, then they're gonna make more dogs, and what are we gonna do with all these dogs? It's like, why don't you just let them go? They're animals, they'll be fine. I think that's what every city needs, just a nice pack of wild dogs just running down the street.
No.
It'd help with the obesity problem. Just chase people to the cars after they eat some big meal, you know? Just a nice pack of Rottweiler just running down the street. Listen, I'm out of time. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
I was in the mood for a laugh today. And I think that of all the Bill Burr bits that we've seen on this channel, this was probably the most relatable. I haven't had that thought while driving specifically, but I also don't drive, so. I think we talked about something really similar in another video. I don't know which one it was now, but I do think it's part of life to have to sift through thoughts, and you pick the good ones. And you know that those other thoughts exist. You just choose not to act on them, but you think about them and you take them to their natural conclusions and you realize why you shouldn't do that thing. I think that's healthier than pretending that you've never ever had a mean thought before. But there's an internet trend right now, that's what this whole thing made me think of, that people are sharing their intrusive thoughts, because that's what this whole thing was, right? And reading some of those, they make muffin smashing look entry level. But on the other side of that, I do believe that there are some thoughts that should only exist within the confines of our own thought bubbles. And people do tend to overshare on the internet. But that's another conversation. So yeah, I agree with him. Thinking about it doesn't make you a psycho. I also have absolutely no authority on what makes a psychopath, so take all that for opinion. That was actually the scariest element of the book 1984 for me, though. The concept of thought crime. Because thinking something controversial isn't a crime. Yet, and hopefully ever. Doing it might be, depending on what you're thinking. But most of us abide by those unspoken social rules. And the majority of us don't want to hurt each other. So, there's that. Or maybe I'm speaking for myself. But I may also just have a very dark and dry sense of humor. Although when I think of dark humor, I don't think of Bill Burr or this bit. That actually makes me want to look into Jimmy Carr, because I remember in a previous video, it must have been one from Ricky Gervais, I mentioned that I liked really dark comedy, and I had a lot of suggestions for Jimmy Carr, and I haven't looked into him yet or seen anything from him. So if you have any suggestions of bits from him, please let me know the title. Other than that, for a literary recommendation, if you haven't read 1984, I've mentioned it before, but I think that it's still relevant. The book is also referenced in pop culture and current events so often that if you haven't read it, it is worth reading. It's a dystopian novel. George Orwell is the author. And if you have read that, but you want another dystopian novel, Margaret Atwood wrote The Handmaid's Tale. And I know they made that into a show. I haven't seen it. The girl from Mad Men is in it. But Margaret Atwood is also a really good short story writer. I'm actually going to try to find one of her short stories. If I can find the PDF. I know that she publishes to the New Yorker, but that's behind the paywall. So I'll try to find the PDF and link it in the bio, as well as the titles of the books that I mentioned. Other than that, leave your thoughts on any of it, and thanks for watching with me.